you have a mini project number 1, right? So you take a picture, the city, right? And you send me the 5 pictures. And the mini project number 1 was like, you're going to do what? Color grading. So you're going to put that before and after the picture, 2 pictures there. And you're going to review that. I did the demo session with AI, right? Kevin, do you like the AI or not? No? Yeah. If you ask that same question to me, it's coming, right? It's very powerful for that. So, I like to make sure that you kind of taste it, how can you use that AI for that. But it is true, it saves a lot of time, and it saves a lot of, the money for the production and everywhere, right? So we have a mini project number 2, AI. You're going to use that, the city, the picture which you took, and then you're going to put that 4 parts of that. One is original one, the other one is any styles you want it there. And then today I'm going to announce it at the mini project number 3. So I'm going to do a demo session. I asked you to take a portrait, right? The face, close shot here. So you're going to take about 20 pictures, and you're going to send me that, 5 of them, right, and to me. And you're going to use that picture for the mini project number 3, okay? And then I'm going to announce it, mini project number 4. It's about taking the picture using your phone, right? It's fun, right? And you take a picture every day, right? Not every day, but once in a while. And and then I'm going to show you that how to use Adobe Lightroom, right? So Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Lightroom. What's the difference between Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Lightroom?
They're both used for different things.
Different things, right? Yeah. The main difference is that, using the Adobe Photoshop, you can just edit it, doing the color grading one by one. But when you take a picture, like a wedding ceremony and a wedding, like the party, usually take about 50, 100 picture, right? So how can you handle that 100 picture? You're going to open that 100 times in the Photoshop? No. So, so that's what the Adobe Lightroom is designed for, that, taking care of that. Multiple pictures for the color grading for that, right? So, and then I'm going to move on Adobe Acrobat Creation. So, you use the PDF file every day, right? When you send the file, you send the PDF file, which is the digital printing format. So I'm going to give an overview about Adobe Acrobat Creation, Adobe Acrobat software to create the PDF file. So it'll be very helpful for you. Okay, so that's the plan I have, agenda of that. So before we do that, I'm going to review a professional work by someone. And again, this is not my work. So whenever I open it, I usually open that Windows channel. Okay, so I like to make sure that this is the RGB channel right there, right? And I also open the layers on the side over here. So for this file, I'm gonna zoom in, Command plus, space bar, right? You see that how many layers it has. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 layers, right? So each layer, some layer has that, you see that hue. What's this function name? This one? You remember?
Lightening, darkening.
Yeah. It's making that the white is transparency, black is transparency. It's branding mode, right? So you remember that branding mode is available any RGB application. So it's not available for the Adobe Illustrator, for the CMYK application. So every RGB application, including the video editing, composition software, the Photoshop, and you can see that this is how to composite it, right? So you have to use it depending on that. This one has that each layer with transparency. What is this one? That one? You see that right there? In Photoshop, it's adjustment layer, right? So which is that you can get that from bottom right here for the color grading, right? So when I said color grading means that we usually use that. You see that this 4 group here, that's one group for the brightness. You're going to use it level or curve to make adjust the brightness, which is a contrast, right? And then you're going to use hue saturation and color balance. That's the color grading in digital media, the basic one, right? So whenever you open the picture in the Photoshop, you have to do color grading. Whenever you open the video in any video editing software, your first job is color grading for that, right? So that's the one, that's the here. What's the right one, white one here? Anyone?
It's basically for when you're editing it, you can see the preview in there.
This one, not quite, because this is a masking, right? For the transparency. So you see that all white means that these effects apply all space at the bottom right there. Good, right? So when you're painting it, and I select this one, when I'm painting it with the black color, like this, like that, what happened? So if this effect only apply in the white space, it doesn't apply that black space, right? So if you paint it 50% gray color, it apply 50% of the effects on it, right? So that's the masking here for that. So the point is that I opened this file. It's all layer based, and even the Photoshop, Premiere, any application, you have to, when you do that either sketches or storyboarding, you have to think about that. How many layers do you need? That one background, right? One object. Is there any layers in between for the effects, something like that? So you can get that. You can calculate that how many layers you need that, and then you can prepare that each resources, picture, special effects, or 3D, and then you bring that all together in Photoshop like this one and just composite it. Good? Okay, so that's all layer based. You keep that Photoshop file, you keep it, okay? Don't give it to anybody. That's your work. Your time, it includes that one. So if somebody asks you, I need this picture for the website, what's the format? I need this picture for the website. What's JPEG, PNG, right? Okay, and you have to ask questions. So what size do you need that to the web designer, right? So you get that size of that here. If I need that for the motion graphics, what format do I have to export? Motion graphics, composition for the video. Remember? TIFF or Targa, right? Sometimes with AlphaChannel with it, right? So that's it. TIFF and Targa or JPEG and PNG for that, for the digital media. That's the most popular one for that. Okay? Hey, I want to print out this picture on my brochure. So what's the question to them? So you have to ask questions that what DPI do you need that? So this is 72 DPI, right? For the prints, 72 DPI is low resolution. For the prints, you need a high resolution, like 300, 150 minimum, 300, and double it, 600, right? Do you need a 300 DPI or 600 DPI for that, right? So he said, I need a 300 DPI, the picture. So let's say, go to the image size, right? In that case, 1000 pixel, 607, and 300 DPI, right? So this is a print size. This is print size. Look at that here. Print size will be 3.3 inches. Actually, when you print out this one for that. Good? Right? Okay. So web designer say, hey, I need a 72 DPI image for the website. So it should be 72 DPI, right? In that case, look at me here. It is very important. It's simple. It's very important. So when you click this one, this checkbox here, you see that all the connection like that, right? So when I change that 72 DPI, making low resolution, the inches will bigger or smaller. So that's the question. Will it be bigger or smaller? When I have a 72 DPI, bigger. look at that. 3 inches, when I change that 72 dpi, look at that. 3.3 will be 13 inches in printed size for that. Good? Okay, so he asked that, you asked him, okay, what's the 72 dpi for the website? Okay, I got the 72 dpi and turn it up here, right there, right? And then ask that, what size do you need that? He will ask size about, I need a 600 width. So you just put that 600 width and say okay, and you send the file as JPEG or PNG file. Good, right? That's how to, change the format. So 72 dpi for the screen, right? So if you send the file, the images for the motion graphics should be 72 dpi for that, right? Can I import 150 or 300 dpi? Yes, you can do that. But usually the screen is, all the screen right now on your, in the projector is 72 dpi for that. Okay, good. That's 600, and say okay. It will be the size he wants or she wants for that. Working with the images is fun, right? Don't you think? It's fun, right? And so when I was in high school, I really didn't like that mathematics. Okay, nobody liked that, right? But I really didn't like that here. But when I have when I applied to college, I was thinking about what do I like it, right? I was thinking about that. I don't like the mathematics. I don't like that, the reading thing, okay, writing thing here. So I was interested in the design thing, the painting kind of thing. I thought design is kind of I may have a more passion about it here. That's what I applied. I really like that one, So I still working on the job, making the money, using my education, right? And so I'm having fun every day with that. It is stressful working with the people, working on the project, but I'm still working on the making the money using my major, which is it makes me. That's why it makes me happy with that, right? So, okay, so mini project number 1, as you see that's what I asked, right? So you're gonna get that your picture, right, and then original one right there, and color grading thing, right? So use the 2 picture and like that. You're gonna put that in your portfolio. Make a short description on the website, right? This is my picture, right? And the 2020 something here, I did the color grading using that hue, saturation, right? Brightness or level or curve, and that's what I result. You put that very short description about it, right? This tells a lot of things about it, about you. So you know how to take a picture, you know how to handle that color grading for that, you know how to composite that one here, right? So it tells everything about your skill in digital media. Not everything, but in most of them, right? So people will think about that, oh, you have a very strong fundamental, in digital media for that. Another example, that's mini project number 1, right? So look at that, this beautiful picture, right? It has a reflection. That's why it looks more dynamic feeling with that. It's on the street, rainy day, right? So as I mentioned that any movies, when you watch any movie tonight in the Netflix there, Chicago or New York City, Manhattan, the night scene, any ground is a rainy day, okay? On purpose, the director choose the date of the rainy day or after the raining day to make sure that they have a reflection like this one, right? It gives them more layers, more dynamic feeling to the audience for that. So it's better than without the water, the rain, the water on the street over there here. So this is a good shot, right? So before and after with it. This will be a good portfolio for you. So make sure that, that's the other one with it, right? Before and after. So make sure you put that short description about it. Before and after with that. Right? This is beautiful for that, right? I need actually 4 together in one file. That's another one, right? Just do the color grading, hue, saturation, brightness, and color balance. with that, right? Okay. That's another one here. Look at that. It's beautiful out there, right? And still beautiful in the autumn with that, and before and after picture. So that's mini project number 1, final one, okay? So make sure I have your copy, your work, okay? And then you're going to use it for your portfolio. Mini project number 2 is about AI, right? You're going to choose that the city picture and using the ChatGPT or Gemini, right? The Google Gemini, is that? Gemini 3 is available now. It's they named it Nano Banana, something like that, okay? And it's very powerful with that. It's not about you like it, you don't like it. It's here now. 3 years ago, I think ChatGPT was released there, right? It changed that almost everything for that, right? And it will change more for that, right? So even if you don't like that one, I understand that one, right? But I think we have to use the technologies to save time and to generate that more. Okay, so that's the Soraya here, and then look at that, this beautiful. Look at this is kind of game, right? It's so beautiful like that. Its original one is this one, right? I think it's Chinatown. Oh no, it's Japan. I think she didn't use her picture for that, but as you see that, beautiful, like that, right? Good. I work for the healthcare, right? So I support. It's a high class. It's a world class. The hospitals in healthcare, they do education to the nationally or internationally to the older doctors. It's teaching hospital. They are now talking about every conference. They are talking about AI, how to use the AI for the healthcare with that, right? And so this is good. Okay, so make sure that you use your photo for the AI, right? So I record it and then watch the email which I send you, or you can find the demo, practice demo session video from the Moodle site. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Mini project number 3. I ask you to take a picture, right? So mini project number 3 was this one, right? You're gonna take a picture, very close shot of the face, right? Send me the 5 of them. You take about 20. Your family, your friend, and the self-portrait is fine, right? So send me the 5 of them. No editing. Just take a picture and send the best of them, 5 of them, right? So what you're gonna do with it? You're gonna do 2 things. So that's the one picture, right? It's a good picture, right? It's not my picture. It's from the Adobe stock here. So I just download it here to use it. What you're gonna do? You're gonna open it. So same thing. Before I touch that, I do sketches, right? So I'm gonna get 1920 by 1080. If you want, you can have a bigger one. It's fine. I'm gonna have half of them, right? And I'm gonna put that somebody here. And before and after, right? So I'm going to do some sharpening. So I'm going to do that color grading first. Okay? So step 1, color grading. Step 2, sharpening. Make it sharp for that, right? Simple. So I have a picture. Oops. Why this one is right there? You're going to open your photo, right? Your photo open with Photoshop, right? And then you're going to do color grading first. So I'm going to duplicate it, duplicate layer. Gentlemen, hide the background here. right? So I'm going to get color grading. So I'm going to use it at the bottom right here. Number 1, level or curve, right? So I'm going to use the curve with it. So you see that? That's the masking, right? Make sure you click this one. You see that curve right there. So whenever you see the curve, what you have to do? Click, 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 right? So that's the highlighting area, which is the white highlighting area. This one is the control of the shadow area, which is the dark area. And that's the midtone area with that, right? So make sure that dark area is darker, but not too much, right? Okay, so I'm going to get that a little bit darker. White area, I'm going to look at that he's highlighting this area. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. I mean brighter. So I'm going to, this is shadow area, midtone area right there. So I'm going to see before and after, right? Before and after. That's the brightness. I'm done. So next one, hue, saturation, right? So make sure you click that hue, saturation. Hue, you're not going to change the hue, okay? And so saturation, high saturation, low saturation, right? So I'm going to give a little bit high saturation like that. Done, right? On last one, what? Color balance, right? You see that little bit yellow tints for that, right? So I want to give a little bit lighting, the blue lighting, to remove that yellow tints. So make sure that in over here, usually in the midtone, and I give a little bit blue lighting for that, like this. This one is better than that one. That's your choice, right? That's the matter of your choice. Nobody can say, I don't like it for that. That's the choice. You're the director, right? So I'm going to get like this. Good? So I'm going to compare that one, before and after. But remember, any adjustment layer, when you put that one here, this will be applied, that one, and that one too, right? So make sure that you apply only for this layer, which means that you make sure click this one. Boom, right? You see the difference? That one, like this. Okay? I want to make a group. Make sure the shift, select all of them, like this. Go to the layer menu. You see that new group from the layer, right? So when I click that one, in the group, inside all 4 of them. And then I can just compare that before and after. Before and after. Right? So I'm going to save that. This is a mini project 03.1, your name, right? And Photoshop file. Here you go. So before and after. Good, right? Okay. I'm going to put that before and after left and right sides, correct? But I also want to have yellow background, not the white background. Right? Okay. So in that case, I'm going to go back here. Click this one. I want to have new layer, yellow background, just name it. What happened? Oh, I don't delete it here. I'm going to click this one. I'm going to put that new layer, yellow, right? So I'm going to open the group, put that behind of the gentleman, like this. Put it there. Move down. Oops. Put it there. Right here. Right there. Maybe I'll try as it is. Okay, I'm going to put that yellow color. Option delete, which is that fill right there. When you click that one, fill with the background, fill with the foreground. So I'm going to choose this one, yellow color, right? And option delete. And you see the background right there, right? So when you click this one, I wonder, can I move it? I want to move it right there. I'm going to move it right there, I think. Before and after, still same, right? So, okay, so with the gentleman, click that one here. How can you remove that white background, replace the white background with the yellow background? You remember? You choose the white background, select it, right? And fill in transparency, right? In that case, the best way is when you click this one on the selection tool, when you click the selection tool, you can see the select and mask. Good? So make sure you click that, gentleman, select and mask. Now you see that. That's the preview. Right? So that's the preview now. And that's the, it means I haven't selected anything yet, right? But I have a very clear background, right? So I'm going to ask the AI to select it like this. Just click that, the top one. Don't forget that. And you can see the select subject. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, click here. Boom. AI working very good for that. It saved a lot of time for you. So I need to confirm it, right? So I'm going to go to the black and white. You see that? White is visible, black is there. I need to zoom in to make sure that it has smooth edges. Like this. I'm going to go to the matching tool. So you see that I lose a little bit the hair with that, right? So you see that some issue with that for that. The white background will be good, and the black background you see there's some issue with that here, right? So I'm going to give a little bit smooth edges now. I'm going to see that the black and white. I'm going to raise a feather like this. You see that a little bit smooth edges with it here. And let me go back to on black. Let me click that refine hair. You see that the another AI tool function? I'm going to click that one here. You see it change that the white as transparency. Refine hair, good. You see that, right? You have still some issue over there. In that case, you have to click that name is this one. Oops, name was coming here. I think it's a refine hair kind of thing. Name it. Refine edge brush, right? So I'm going to click that one. I'm going to brush it like that here. See that? Like that. The space bar. A little bit better. Here. Now looks good, right? Good? Okay, come back to 100% view right here with it. And go down, scroll down. I want to see that here. Scroll down, you see that output to new layer with a layer mask. Okay? And say okay. Boom. Yeah, there's some issue with that here, right? And in that case, I'm going to fix it. Look at how I fix it. Okay? I'm going to click that layer mask. I'm going to paint it what color here? I want to make it visible. White color. White color, right? So I'm going to click that one with the brush here. I'm going to give it a little bit opacity, a little bit 50%. I'm going to brush it like that. Actually, I'm painting where? I'm painting here, right? Mask layer. So I'm going to paint it. Good, right? It's good. Double click. There's some issue over here too. I'm going to just paint it right there. Paint it right there a little bit. Command the minus here. So I have a yellow background. I'm going to move up like this. Okay? So that's the before and that's the after, right? Good. And then I'm going to apply it in this layer with a sharpening. I'm going to make it sharp for that, right? So I send you the copy. When I do any work, I copy the setting. So next time, I don't want to just spending 10 minutes, 15 minutes to, to medical shopping. That was the best when I apply that here. So that will be the sharp on sharp 53.5, right? So I have a copy of that, 53.5. So I'm going to go to the filter, sharp, on sharp, right there, right? I'm going to on sharp, 53.5. Preview. You can zoom in. You see the difference, right?
Yeah.
Before and after. Before and after. It's happening. So I use that 50.35. Maybe I can apply a little bit more, right? And something like that. Okay? And say, okay, boom. Now it's done. I have a yellow background. So that's the before. Right? That's the after. Good? So if you can do that, you are actually able to handle, you can able to handle that any photo, color grading, replacing background with that, right? Right? Giving some effects on it here. So now I'm going to save that in the Photoshop for now, right? And then I'm going to create that before and after, right? Okay, I'm going to comment the minus here. My original was 1920 by 1080, right? So 1920 by 1080 is a 16 by 9 ratio. Good? When I put the half of them, this is a 16 by 9 ratio with it. Okay? What's the 16 by 9 ratio? That's an HD size. This monitor is 16 by 9 ratio with it. Right? Your monitor is 16 by 9 ratio with it. Okay? With it. So I want to crop it with the selection tool, right? I got the selection tool. I want to crop it, fixed ratio. Look at that here. Fixed ratio. What I said 16 by 9, but actually 16 height, 9 width. So I'm going to put that 16, 9 ratio. Good? Whenever I select it, I don't know the size, but it will be 16 by 9 ratio, like this. Like this. Good? Right? That is a 16 by 9 ratio. So when you click the selection tool, you can move the selection like this. Good? You got it? Okay? And crop it. Go to the image, crop, boom. Right? I cropped it. So this is 16 by 9 ratio with it. So I'm going to save one more time. Usually I save as, give the number. Because, why? Because I don't want to go back, okay? So make sure that in the middle of the processing, I will save it here. Desktop, save it. I want to keep the original one here, right? It's good. So I'm done, right? So based on that, I just sketched it 1920 by 1080, right? So I'm going to create that file, new, 1920 by 1080, right? 72 dpi, RGB, white background or transparent background, right? You make a choice of that one. I'm going to put that white background. Create that one here. So that's the 1920 by 1080, correct? Right? Okay. So I want to make a half of them original, half of them before and after. So in that case, make sure you open that ruler, right? That's the ruler, view, ruler, right? That's a pixel right now, right? 300, 400. You can change that setting, unit ruler. You can change that pixel to the inches, right? Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I need the pixels here. And then Just 1 second. Okay, so make sure that when you have a look at that, when you have a view snap, right? Snapping. What's snapping?
If you were to move an object, it would click and it would click itself
Yeah.
next to the other one.
Yeah, like a mathematics. Kind of that, right? Right? Okay, it's very important tool. It's it's a very simple tool, but it's very important in any application. So I'm gonna snap here. Look at that here. When I go to the, I'm gonna create the guideline, right? So go to the ruler in the middle, click, hold it, okay? And move the mouse to the right. That's the guideline, right? Okay, when you move in the middle, it will be snap it. That's the center. Good? On the top here, I'm gonna move it, which is, I don't need that one though, right? It's this top here, right? It's snipping on the top, bottom, also object, right? So I'm gonna just click that one. I don't need that, so I'm gonna click this one, delete it. You can delete it, right? So I'm gonna put that before and after. Good? Okay, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna save first. I'm gonna name it final. So I'm gonna copy that original one like this. Group here. Make sure I'm group unlock it. So I'm gonna make a select all, edit, copy, right? And go over here. I'm gonna paste it. It's too big though. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that make it smaller. So make it smaller is fine, right? So I'm gonna keep the ratio. I'm gonna make it smaller, like this. Move up a little bit. I'm gonna make it smaller like that one here. And enter. Don't forget that. Hit the enter, right? Hit the enter. Now it's I made it small here. I'm gonna go back over there. Now after. This is before. This is that's the before, and that's the after. Correct, right? Okay. So I'm gonna hide this one here, and then you are not able to copy both of them, right? In that case, make sure the visible, these two of them, and group it, the color correction together. So I have a eyes on 1, 2, 3 layer. When you go to the layer here, you can get that, this is very important, multi-visible. What does that mean? It make any eyes, the layer with eyes, it will be one layer with it, okay? Merge down, any layer, when I click this one, any layer at the bottom one will be one layer. Okay? How about this one? Merge flatten images. Every layers will be just one flatten here, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the merge visible, right? So I'm going to click that one. 1, 2, 3, boom, right? That's the before, right? This is after. So that's the before and that's the after, right? Okay? So I'm going to click this one here. Command O, select all, edit, copy, go to the layer. I'm going to paste it, right? Edit, paste, Command V here. So Command the minus here. So I'm going to make it smaller as well. Smaller, move it to the left, move up a little bit. See that the snapping like that, right? You make a height, which is good. You see that it's snapping, right? Like that one here, right? Good. Oops. And enter, okay? Don't forget the enter. Because I'm using that, actually, this function, transform right there, scale for that. When you use when you use this one, make sure that enter, like this. And double click the zoom icon here. That's the one. You can hide that guideline, extra. You see that hide guideline? So that's the work, before and after. Good? You're going to use your picture, not this one, right? Okay? So make sure to save that and go to the file, export, save for the web, and make sure JPEG very high, right? Compressed one. Save it on the desktop, and you're going to send it to me. It takes some time, right? So even if it's simple, color grading, background change, it takes about 20 minutes, right? Okay? But, this is very important skill. You need that.
We have to do it for all the 5.
No, just one.
Oh, just one.
One
Okay.
picture. Just one picture. Okay? Not 5 of them. Yeah. Any mini project has just one picture. Sounds good? I'm sorry to confuse you here. But 5 times. You can try. It's good practice 5 times, right? Okay. It's good? Okay. Just one picture. Thank you for the question here. Don't you think it's fun, right? That's good. So I'm going to do that. Another one. So we have actually 2 class projects, right? So I just finished one of them. The other one is that I'm going to use this picture. Duotone color. What's the duotone color? Duotone color. Duotone color. D-U-T-O-N-E color. Okay, I'm going to open this one. Open with Adobe Photoshop. So you're going to open your picture, right? Just one picture. You select it. So I have one picture. Same thing. I'm going to get that before and after. Good? Okay, before and after. So in that case, I'm going to have okay, I'm going to use it here. Okay, so duotone color means that it's a two-tone color. Two-tone color. Only have a 2 color for that. Okay, black with a yellow, yellow with the red. It's a two-tone color. 3-tone color is 3 colors for that, right? So you have a colorful picture. You have a black and white picture. You have another picture with a two-tone color. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we process with it. So I'm going to open the one picture, which is your picture. Go to the images right here. You see the mode right here. You see the RGB, right? This is RGB color, correct? Right? You see the duotone right there, right? But it's disabled for that. Okay. To make it activated, you make sure that go to the gray color first. So I'm going to click that one. What's happening? It will be the gray color. Say okay. Boom. You see that? Gray color is not RGB color. It's gray color. It's different, right? And then when you open it again, when you go to image mode, you see the duotone color. Good? Okay. So before I do that, color grading. See? So now I'm going to do the color grading for this picture. I'm going to duplicate mode. Hide background. So color grading. Simple. Click here. What is that? Level or curve, right? So at this time, I'm going to use the level. Only apply that bottom picture. So you see that this histogram is a very nice, good pixel, right? For the brightness. Right side is what?
Light.
Highlighting area. Left side is what? Shadow area, right? Middle is midtone area, right? So the picture is good. So I want to make a little bit like this, a little bit darker, right? Something like that. That's the contrast with it. Good. And then what next? Level or curve and hue saturation, right? So I'm going to give a little bit more saturation like this. Good. Okay. What's next? Color balance. I'm going to give a little bit blue or more left. Maybe give a little bit red tint like that, right? Okay. So you can change the color grading with that here, and only apply this picture. I'm going to group it, all 3 of them. I'm sorry. Shift. group it, edit. What is it? Group, new group. Okay, I'm gonna have a new group. I'm gonna select all three of them and drag and drop it. Drag and drop it. Right? You can drag and drop it too, okay? So now you see that before and after, right? Before and after with that. Good. For the color grading, I'm not going to do sharpening for that here. Okay. Actually, I'm going to merge it together. Actually, when you go to the image mode, I said you have to go grayscale first, right? I'm going to go to grayscale. So every layer will be gray color. Good? Right? And make sure you go to the image mode, two-tone color. When you click this one, that's a two-tone color. That's the image of that black with this color. When you click over there, so you see the two-tone color, right? Two-tone. When you click that green, that's the green with the red together. So only using that two color, you can create that interesting two-tone color images there. Sounds good? Okay, so I'm going to use it black, red color with a little bit dark color. Like this. See that? Very strong color, right? So that's two-tone color, only using two-tone color. And then also you can see that three-tone color. It has three color. So I can have another red color. So only using that three color for that. Is it good? Okay. Do I use it often? No. Sometimes. So I'm going to use it. Actually, do two-tone color. 1, 2. Say OK. Good, right? I got the two-tone color. Make sure that go to the image mode. That's two-tone. Make sure put it back RGB color. Merge it. So I got two-tone color. Now RGB base, right? Good. It was a gray color, two-tone color. Make sure put it back RGB color for that. And then you're going to put that before and after. So in over here, image, canvas size, I'm going to double that width, right? So I'm going to click that left one or right one, double 1400. I can do math for that. It's an easy one, right? Okay. Say OK. Now I have a before and after. So I'm going to go to the folder. Open this one with Photoshop. Oh, right there. Oh, right there. Oh, no, where is it? Oh, I have to save this one first. Go to the file, save as. You have to make sure save as Photoshop, right? So on the desktop here, Photoshop, mini project 03.2, and your name. Photoshop file. Save it. Right? So I'm going to open the original one. Open with Photoshop. Right? Command A, select all. Command C, copy it. I'm going to paste it right there. Move the tool. Move the images with the shift, right? Now you can see before and after. RGB color, and the other one is two-tone color with it. You're going to use your picture. Make sure don't forget doing that color grading first, right? Okay? Just follow my step here, right? And save that Photoshop file. Again, go to the file, export, save for the web, which is 72 dpi, right? JPEG, very high. Save it. You're going to send that JPEG file to me. And that's the mini project number 3. 2 of them. the yellow background one, and this two-tone color one. Okay, this is very good, very important practice for you. But actually, you are using your picture, right? So that will be your good portfolio work with it. So make sure you have a good picture with it. Okay, I'm gonna save that. I'm done with this one. Save it. I'm done with that. We just finished it. I think I'm gonna save that. Save it. Good. So I need this one, and I need this one here, using your picture. Okay. With it. Sounds good. We are working on the project, right? Actually, your project, though, right? So, we are moving on mini project number 4. So it means that you are having that at least 4 your portfolio pictures there, right? Your pictures, your artwork for the, for your portfolio here. So I'm going to assign that mini project number 4. Okay, very simple. I'm going to ask you to take a picture. Okay, take a picture, and then send me the 5 of them. At this time, you're going to take a picture of the animal. Okay, so find out any animal, the dog, cat, right? If you don't have any pet, go to the pet market, okay? Take a picture of that, right? Okay? And I need a close shot for that. Or go to the dog park, okay? Take a picture of the face, okay? The close shot like this one. Same thing. You're going to have 10, 20 pictures. Send me that 5 best one. Make sure you have a good picture. Good? And then we're going to use it for for the project for that. Good? Okay, that's it. I'm going to send a copy to you after the class tonight. And this is my dog. 6 years old with that, yeah. Name is Luna. Yeah. Okay. Having the dog pet is very expensive. If he is sick and oh my god. Okay, but I love her. I love her. So take a picture like this. Okay, so this is example like this one here. Right, using your phone.
How did you train her?
Yeah. Make sure you have a treat in front of the camera. Okay. Yeah, and this is from the internet picture over there, and I'm not going to use it. Okay, sounds good.
So
Okay.
it can be animals, dog, cat.
Any pet, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But close shot. I want a close shot with that. Make sure you have a good focus. Focus where? Eyes, right? So make sure you have a good focus using your phone, and send me the 5 of them before the next class. And we're going to move on using that picture. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about that Adobe Lightroom. Have you ever used that Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom for that here? Maybe I touched it maybe 3 times, okay? But now I'm here to teach it how I can do that, because it's fundamentally the same thing. That, right? So Photoshop is you open that one by one, editing something like that, right? But Lightroom is that you can have when you go to the wedding ceremony kind of thing, you take about 100 pictures as a photographer, right? So you're not open that 100 times in the Photoshop for that, right? So it will be much easier to handle that 100 picture for what? Color grading.
So you just apply one color grading to everything?
We can apply that one. Copy and paste it for that, right? But actually, you open the 100 picture, and you're going to select the best one, correct? Right? You're going to trash the bad pictures. So you're going to have about 20 pictures of 100. So in the 20 pictures, you apply that. It will be same lighting, right? Means that it will be same color grading function with that here. So I'm going to open that one right here. So this is I didn't get his permission, but this is my picture with that, right? So He's a doctor. Look at the here. Sometimes I got the picture like this. Okay. So I'm going to trash this one, right? Correct? Right? So for that, it's a lot of picture. And we were together outside to take a picture. So I didn't editing yet. So that's a JPEG, right? For that. So in the camera, I use that the Canon camera. You can save that JPEG or what? Raw file. But I didn't use the raw file because I know that we're going to put this picture in the website. So I don't need that very high quality in the photograph here. So what we have to do, go to the Lightroom. It comes with that Adobe package, right? So I'm going to open that one. That's the Lightroom interface. What is this one? Curve, right? For the brightness for that. So I'm going to go to the location. I'm going to go to the location right there. I'm going to find out the folder. Where is it though? Courses, right? Okay, good. Found it in the folder. Lightroom, Doctor. I see all the picture at the bottom here. Also, you can see the picture like this. Right? Okay. So I can have, select one of them on the preview. You can zoom in, zoom out like this one here. I'm going to click that one. Double click. Now you see that full view, right? So this is for the color grading thing. Okay? You see, what is this one? What is that? Histogram. Right? You see the Photoshop? So that's what I'm talking about. That even I don't use that the Lightroom. I know what it is, right? This is for the color grading. So what's the color grading? Brightness, hue, saturation, right? That's what you have to do with the color balance here, right? So, but here's more option. So in that case, we see that in the small icon, this one here. That's the, what is it? It's a built-in color grading. So when you go on the basic here or artistic here, you can see some example. That's your starting point. You need a black and white? That's the black and white. Do you need that modern look here? That's the modern look over there. So it's built in for that. So I'm going to click this one, modern 03. No, I like this one better. 7, right? So now when I double click that one, this is the starting point, right? So I need a what? I repeat 100 times in the classes here. Brightness, hue, saturation, color balance, right? So I'm going to find out that here, so this is a temperature. I'm going to zoom in. Tint, this is for the color balance. Is it good? So that's the control of the white balance, color balance, temp on tint. Look at what's happening here. Temperature, right? Warm color, cool color. Tint, different yellowish, greenish, purplish, right? So that's temperature and tint of that one. That's saturation. Good, right? And then you can use the color mixer. I think you can find it. That's another color grading. You see that shadow area, highlighting area, midtone. You understand what it is, right? So you can just make the more midtone area, shadow area, make it brighter, darker with that here. And some effects and some detail. I don't use that one. There's optics. I'm not going to use that one. I'm trying to find out the what is it? Brightness curve, right? So whenever you see that, what you have to do? What do you have to do? Yeah, click, right? So make sure you look at this area, the histogram, right? The right side highlighting area, which is sky, is right there, right? And then the mustard is right there, over there. So make sure that bright is brighter, dark is darker, but not too much, right? Good. So I can see, and then now you can see before and after. Look at that here, before and after. Before and after. Good? Right? And then you can, I think you can copy and paste it though, and I don't know where it is. You can copy, maybe you can copy it, okay? Not this one, I don't think. It's a photo. You can have a star. There's a lot of function right there, okay? And then I want to copy the grading thing. Copy setting. Okay, see that the copy, you can select that color grading. Copy. When I go over here, paste. Look at that. Paste. Next picture, paste. Next picture, paste. How much it saves time? Right? Okay? So that's the power of the Adobe Lightroom. You definitely have to use it, Adobe Photoshop, of course, but you know, when you have a lot of pictures, make sure to use that Adobe Lightroom for that. That's good? Okay? And then, and there's some other things, you can rotate it, something like that one, you know, in the cropping, like a cropping in the picture of that one here, you can crop it. I think we will do the same thing, copy and paste it as well. Good. I haven't used that not too much because I'm not a photographer. I'm a videographer for that. So, but you know, when I open the Adobe Lightroom, after I spend about 30 minutes of the interface, right? And I actually used it because I understand that I use the Photoshop, it's very similar, but you know, I understand that color grading thing, right? So I know that hue, saturation, that's what I did that, right? And then you just find out the color grading, the copy and paste on here. So make sure enter, I think. Before and after. It's good? Okay, good. The last one, Acrobat, PDF file, right? So there's an application, Adobe Acrobat. It comes with that Adobe software. Adobe Acrobat here. I'm going to close that one. It's file. You can open it, create that Adobe file, the PDF file with that, right? You can edit it though. Very long time ago, if you want to create that PDF file, you need the application. So you have to buy it. Otherwise, you're not able to create it for that. But now, you can create that PDF file, right? So in that case, I'm going to show you how one by one. The Word file, which is this one, I'm going to open that, just Word file, right? Okay, Microsoft Word. When you go to the file, look at me here, file, save as, you can see PDF, right? Good? So PDF file, and you have two options. Look at that. Best for the printing, best for the distribution. So if you want to put the PDF file, usually you put the internet, right? In that case, best for the electronic distribution. Best for printing is high quality for that. Okay? So usually you're going to select that one and export it. And export that, and then we will create that PDF file. So I'm going to export that on the desktop there. Where is it? It's right there. Oh, where is it? Right there. That's the PDF file. Good? Right? If somebody asks you, can you send me the event agenda to me? You're not going to send it Word file. That's your file, okay? Okay, I'm going to put the file in the internet. You make sure send it PDF file. Good? Okay, good. Also, you can go to the file, print. PDF is that digital printer format. So when you go to the print, also you can see PDF right there. Good? Also you can see here too. No, okay. You can see in the PDF right there. So save as PDF, save as PostScript here. Make sure click that save as PDF. And you see that I'm going to put the number 2. number 3, on the desktop, save it. It prints out another PDF file to 2.3. Good? So I got the 2 of them. What's the difference? I think quality is different here. This is 289 kilobits. The other one is that 271, a little bit different, but same format. It's compressed, okay? So low quality means that compressed. Good quality means that not much compressed, yeah, right? Raw file means that no compression with that, okay? So now you can create that PDF from the Word, Microsoft Word right there, right? And do I have, look at the PowerPoint slide. When I open the PowerPoint slides, right here, right? Okay, when you go to the file, but you remember that this one doesn't have not much. I'm going to click that one here. It doesn't have a picture, correct? Right? It doesn't have a picture. So when you go to the file, save as, same thing. PDF on the desktop, best for the electronic copy, right? I'm going to save that one, 01. Without picture. Save it. You just create that right there. Good? Okay? Look at me. When I file, I think, import, how can I take a picture? I'm going to insert picture from the file. I'm going to go to the location, this location here. I'm going to put that picture, which is this one, 2 megabyte picture. Insert. I put the picture in two megabyte picture, right? So I'm going to save as with picture. Save it. Good, right? The first one is no picture. This one I just put that. When you save as PDF file on the desktop with a PDF, save it. It's working. Just create that one. Look at that. This is the PDF file with the no picture, which is 133 kilobits. This is the picture with that almost doubled it. No picture with a picture, right? So what's different, right? But look at that. When you have 20 pictures, this will be 20 megabytes. This is 100, less than 1 megabyte here, right? So you have to remember that when you have a Word, Microsoft Word, or a PowerPoint slide, make sure that minimum size of the picture. Because when you export it, it will make a PowerPoint slide bigger size. When you export it as a PDF file will be bigger. So 1 megabyte is fine. 5 megabyte is fine. People can download it. But when you have a 200 megabyte, one PDF file, they're not going to download it. It takes some time. It causes a problem with that. You good? Right? So make sure you have a 72 dpi, small, good picture, but small size of picture. That's the key for that. Sounds good? Okay. So sometime when I got the PowerPoints from the someone, he has about 500 megabyte picture. I mean the PowerPoint slides. The reason why is that they have a lot of picture, high quality, 300 dpi picture with that, right? So in that case, when you have a 300 dpi, you're not able to put that in the internet because it takes some time for the, for downloading. You have to make it smaller. So you have to replace that to small picture with it. Sounds good? Okay. EPS file. I'm going to open that. What's the EPS? Illustrator. Not Illustrator, vector file, right? Vector file, which is you can open it with the Illustrator with that, right? So EPS is the most popular vector file. I'm going to open the Illustrator. That's my work. very long time ago. Okay, don't worry about this one here. Welcome here. See, this is the picture with that. So I use that try to get the high resolution picture, right? This is poster, so I need a high resolution with that. So each picture is good. Some of them I couldn't find it for that. That's a poster with it, right? So okay, so I'm going to print out. Good? From the Illustrator. What you have to do, I use that the font. Correct? Right? So I'm going to go to the file. You can save as the desktop with PDF. Good? PDF, I'm going to send it where? Printer shop. So you can save a PDF file, save it, you have a different option like this, right? When you go over here, make sure that high quality print. And you send that PDF file. Good? In that case, you don't need to put that font, anything. Just send the PDF file with very high quality with that. Okay? PDF file is usually small size, right? Because it's high compressed. But in this case, high print means that it's no compression, or a little bit compression with that, right? So high quality print, save PDF file. Where am I saving? I'm going to go to the one more time. Save as PDF on the desktop. I already did that. Okay, so I'm going to get that on the desktop. Do I have one? Right there, right? You're going to send it to the printer shop. The size is 15 megabyte, right? Because it has a lot of picture inside there. Good? Or you can send it, Illustrator. Where's Illustrator? Go to the file. In the Illustrator, make sure you go to the package, right? So when you click the package, actually put the everything, font, picture, everything in one folder, and you send it to the printer shop. Good? Okay? So when you have a package, copy fonts, report any images, package here, say okay. Create it successfully, say okay here. When you go to the desktop, there was the package, this one. Inside has the fonts and file hit together. Actually, they put the PDF file though. You should have to compress it, zip file, and you're going to send this zip file to printer shop for that.
Which is the best way to send it? Just the PDF, so it's easier for them, or does it help?
Depending the printer shop there, but this one, it has only PDF file because I convert that the fonts embedded, convert the font as a graphics there, so it only have a PDF file, but actually it has everything together with it. Either way is really fine. Okay, just one more minute. Sorry about that. Here, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna create that PDF file. That's a class project. Okay, so focus. Just a couple of minutes. Open the Acrobat application. Good. Go to the file. Create PDF from file. Good. Okay. Click that one, and you can go to the. You'll get that the phone the pictures. You can see the 3 pictures. 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay. Click that one. I can have multiple one, and open it. Boom. You have a 1, 2, 3 PDF file. Good. I need to merge it together. So there's many ways you handle that. For the merging here, when you click the interface at the bottom, like this, you see that? That's one page. The other one is right there. You can drag and drop it. You can drag and drop it. Good? So I have a 3 picture as a PDF file, right? Go to the file, save as on the desktop. desktop, where's desktop? Choose a different folder. On the desktop, that's the week 12, 13, sorry, yeah. Class project and your name. And save it. Good? Okay, sometime this is picture, right? Let's look at the size. Sorry, let's look at the size. 895, right? Okay, it's not bad, right? And then also you can make it smaller, which means that when you have opened the file, go to the file, you can save as reduced size PDF. If PDF is too big, you can use this function, make it smaller. Or compressed a PDF file. Let's look at that reduced size PDF, say okay, let me try small, save it, it's right there. So this is the small one, that's the original one here. So original one, look at the size, original one is almost 900 kilobits, right? It will be 300 kilobits here. So sometimes when you have a big file, somebody send you a big file here, use this function, make it smaller. And then you can put it on the website there. Okay, thank you so much for coming today. It's a day before the Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, okay? And it's a lot of work, I know that, but I hope you have fun with it, okay? Thank you. Yep.